I found it fascinating that Meghan Markle was sitting there. She's basically accused a member of the royal family, we never quite found out who, of being racist, and the implication being that they're all these racist royal family. But if you looked into the audience there, partly because of the Commonwealth, obviously, but there was any number of sheikhs from the Middle East, there was leaders from every corner of the world, Africa, the Caribbean and so on. It was the original diversity and inclusion crowd. It was almost like the HR mob from the palace had gone through and go, right, let's get some diversity in here. But it was extraordinary. Rebecca.
Yes, it really, well, the Commonwealth is just a magnificent testimony to the achievement of Elizabeth, and all of these people who protest her reign and colonisation seem to have missed the fundamental point, is that she presided over the peaceful decolonisation of all of these countries around the world, and mostly transitioning to democracies and to countries that recognise freedom of speech and the rights of the individual, and all of these wonderful blessings that flow from Magna Carta, from these British traditions. So really the kind of howling and complaints that we've heard from those who oppose the monarchy fail to see these extraordinary achievements precisely because they're totally ahistorical. They know no history, so they understand none of these benefits, and they think it's okay to just make things up. Well, unfortunately it isn't, but you can see the great fruits of this whole long, slow process of liberty and of ever expanded liberty. So I think, like Alexandra, I think it's enormously important that we hold on to this and preserve it going into the future, because there are enormous threats to it coming.
Absolutely. Well, Sky's coverage was brilliant of the event. So there was moments of humour. James, you're always one with a cheap pun, one of your trade in stock in trades. I love this exchange that Meghan Markle, apparently you're not supposed to have bare arms at a funeral, but someone tweeted, this isn't good, bare arms at a funeral, that's not correct, to which some wag replied, well, she's American, she has the right to bear arms. Did that make you smile, James?
That is a pun even I would be proud of, Rowan. Very good, well played.
I thought that was good. What did you make of Meghan's? We've got to talk about Meghan. I mean, come on, she was there, so we'd talk about it. Why else would she turn up?
Well, it's clear that neither of you are women, because that discussion about the bare arms was they thought that she was pregnant. And that was they thought her choice of outfit was because of this, you see. And that was what was going around underneath that little pun
really?
All of last night. But I just want to add to Rebecca's point about Elizabeth. While we're giving peace prizes to warmongers, she was the great peacekeeper of the world, and she solved so many problems with a dance or a smile or a meeting. And while we've got NATO and the United Nations and the European Union all trying to use bureaucracy to solve the problem of peace, it was actually the Queen who brought peace to so many nations in the Commonwealth, and that is something worth remembering.
Absolutely.